This press conference is happening at the same time, or on the same day, excuse me, as 3 other press conferences in Los Angeles, in New York, and Seattle. A total of roughly 30 community groups are coming out today nationwide to speak to these issues. And as in this city, a number of elected officials in the other cities are also going to be coming out to speak. And I think for us, we want to send a national message about how impactful and hurtful these budget cuts are going to really be. And I want to thank the National Coalition for Asian Pacific Americans for Community Development, National Capacity, for synchronizing and pulling together these press conferences in the various cities. They've done a lot of work pulling this together and coordinating it, and we really want to thank them as they've been leading the charge on a national basis. Just a little bit of background. As most of you probably know or may not know, in February, the Republican House of Representatives passed a budget bill called H.R. 1. That budget bill saw the most severe cuts to social programs I think that this country has ever seen. It eliminates and reduces and cuts back a litany of social programs across a number of different categories. Senior services, youth services, affordable housing, health clinics and health programs, and I think for San Francisco, a key one, an incredibly huge cut to the Community Development Block Grant program, which virtually every community-based organization in this room, and I would argue a huge percentage of the community-based organizations in San Francisco actually depend on and rely upon. They're actually proposing a 66% cut to that program, which is, I think, incredibly challenging. On a nationwide basis, we know this is going to have an incredible impact. National Capacity, the organization that I mentioned earlier, did a survey of 58 community-based organizations across the country. 79% of those community-based organizations indicate that they really rely heavily on federal funding to maintain the programs that they're going to be that they have now and that they need to sort of maintain for communities moving forward. Just in terms of the procedural sort of, in terms of the process where things are now, I'm going to quickly give an update on that. Recently, you might have heard the Senate rejected the House proposal, which I think is a good thing. But I want to make clear it's not over yet. There is no alternative proposal right now on the table, and we know that the House Republicans are going to go back to the proposals that they made before. So all of these start cuts, they're not gone yet, they're coming back, and we really need to urge the senators, our senators, to stand strong, to push back against these cuts, because if not, it's going to absolutely positively eliminate and devastate, I think, a lot of the communities that we serve here in San Francisco, but also across the country.